Good morning, my friends. How is everybody doing? I know, don't mind me, I just got out of work, so my hair's a little trashed, but that's okay, that's okay. Anyway, I have a long day today. Just working overnight, and then I gotta drive to get my son. He's like a half an hour away, and then I gotta bring him to Fall River for a dentist appointment. Oh, he's calling that guy. Stupid cop. He's calling me and the truck is going, and he gets mad at me because I didn't move. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Look at my hair. Holy cow. Talking about what's going on at my house. Trying to give you guys another update. The video is out. Relatively paranormal, wickedly haunted or wickedly haunting New Bedford guide. They said they're on Fairhaven guide, Dartmouth guide. This is all around my surrounding area. But if you're on YouTube, just go to Relatively Paranormal and subscribe to their channel. Help them out, if you will. They did do me a big favor. They don't have to do this for people. I understand they have a channel and it does help the channel, but I mean, it's a lot of work. I don't think people understand how much work it really is to go and do an investigation, right? They have a lot of equipment. They got to set it up, do the investigation, clean up, do a blessing. Then they got to go home. Then they got to review the footage over and over, I'm sure, because I know anytime I've ghost hunted, it could be 2 or 3 times before you actually see something that you didn't see the first time. Also listening very well for like EVPs and stuff. So anyway, if you don't know my situation, my house is extremely haunted. I don't know how it got this way. Always felt there was something there. Like in retrospect, when they've asked me questions, sometimes you don't think about stuff, right? But it's like, how many times did I say to my mother, it's the ghost, you have a ghost, there's a ghost in your house, we have a ghost here. How many times I've said that, I can't even tell you. And it's like, we didn't really pay any attention to it because it wasn't bothering us. But maybe there always has been a portal there. I really don't know. But if you watch the video, there is part 1 and part 2. Part 2 has not been put out yet. That will be out this weekend. Today is June 21st, 2022. So my video, the investigation of my home, you will see was posted on January, I believe, 18th, which was this last Saturday. They go on like a Facebook, they do it like a live show, and they show you clips of what's relevant in the investigation. And they even said, for a home haunt, they call it a virgin haunt because, people don't go ghost hunting in my house. It's not like a Lizzie Borden or a Conjuring or, a lot of these big places where people go. They said it was extremely active. When they came back to do the interview with me, and do the second cleanse, I still have not had a priest come in, but it is better. Things are better. I don't know if it's because I watched the video in my house, but this weekend there was a couple little things that had happened. Like yesterday, I was in the kitchen and the kitchen door just closed by itself. It didn't slam. It closed very gently, but it closed by itself. They want me to know they're still there. I know they're still there. There's something weird that's been happening to me. I don't know if you guys remember or if you've watched my other videos, but when I first found out that I had entities in my house, of course I was freaking out. I was full of anxiety. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how this happened. All these feelings going through us, right? All of us. That was feeding these things. Massive, massive energy, because that's when the poltergeist activity was happening. I'm going to put this window up, guys. And, things were getting crazy. I was actually hearing, not even with any equipment. I heard a woman humming one day. That wasn't me, wasn't my mother. It was just crazy, and that's what I captured when I did my little investigation that I should have never done. But when you hear something, when you're making a video that has nothing to do with paranormal, I was checking for negative energy, yes, because I was feeling it. I felt a difference after I did this ghost hunt, okay? We did it. This is the longest I've ever done. Maybe 6 to 8 hours we were ghost hunting. And I guess didn't really close out the sessions as we did them, room to room. But in the morning, I did go around and say, you can't follow us home. Thank you for letting us stay here, blah, 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 blah. The problem is, and I've said this a million times in my videos, and these guys even said it, the investigators, people are going to these places that are haunted because ghost hunting is huge right now, okay? It's a really big thing. Yeah, I don't believe this is accidental, that ghost hunting, I said this, that ghost hunting got huge on television, trickled down into the normal society, right? The younger people, a lot of millennials are doing it, starting out doing the mistakes that I did, not taking it as serious as they should. Other places we went, even when you go on a ghost hunt with a team, right? Which we did with the Conjuring House. This is what I mean by, even these people aren't telling you the real dangers. Yeah, they make you sign a contract that says you won't sue them if you become possessed. But they're not telling you, hey, after we do this, guys, you really need to speak out loud and say, hey, you cannot follow us home. You cannot attach to me. You cannot attach to my equipment. Pray. Maybe because the pray part might turn some people away. It might cause some conflict. I don't know. But, that's what you got to do. This stuff is real, guys. Spiritual warfare is real. It's happening to many people. And I notice it's happening to people in the truth community, ironically, right? And with all the technological advances that we've made, guys, the CIA used to use psychics, okay, to bug people, basically, to read people's minds without them knowing. What do you think they have the technology to do 20, 30, 40 years later? The technology right in your hand. These things are portals. These things can be entranceways for these entities to manifest in your home, in your life, attached to you, whatever. People have said, when they've watched live streams, they've had things happen in their homes. People that study the paranormal have said, yes, these devices can be an entrance, a gateway. So you've got to be careful what you're watching. You've got to be careful what you're doing. I don't know how much more I got to go through to prove to people, even though you're not living it. And, I could be making this up in some people's minds. I'm sure they think I am. But I have better things to do. My channel was not about paranormal at all. At all. I stopped ghost hunting because I knew it wasn't pleasing to God. I didn't do it anymore. I wasn't going to do it anymore. I got pulled into this, guys. I can't explain it, but I know what it is. It's spiritual warfare. It's temptation from the devil. Satan said right in the video, at my house, Satan wants those kids, meaning wants my kids. And Satan has my kids right now because they're living in the world, but he lost me. And he don't like that. He's not happy. And I know this might sound crazy to some people, but I'm telling you, it's the truth. When you put down something, you will get attacked. It happens all the time. So, anyway, the second cleanse that they did, during that interview, they caught more EVPs. Just us talking about the case. And then when they went in my basement, when we were doing the cleanse, Marissa, one of the investigators, stayed down there, and she was filming underneath, inside my basement. There's like a crawl space with all kinds of junk underneath it, right? That's where we put a lot of our storage stuff, but it's pretty big. And watching it on the phone was really hard to see what they were talking about. I could see movement, but when I watched it on my laptop, guys, it is not good. It is not good. It is not nice. They are not nice, whatever they are. They're forming and disappearing, and they're forming and disappearing as he's praying, as he's saying. It's like the minor rite of exorcism. Spraying holy water. I had the incense. It was just nuts. So clearly there is a portal in my house. What else would it be? The weird thing is I've been seeing fuzzy. Only when I look in my room, though. And sometimes in the living room, when I come in the house, sometimes I can see it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just fuzzy looking. Fuzzy. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm seeing something. I don't know if I'm seeing them. but it's always in my room. I have not slept in my room since. And I noticed when I go in there and I play this music, the music I played for like 2 hours before they came to do the cleansing, because it's supposed to help weaken these entities, right? Especially the dark negative ones, because they don't like light, they don't like Jesus, they don't like love. You can actually kill these things with kindness, from what I've been reading, right? That's how you got to go about it. But at first I was angry, I was scared. I was like, it's like having a stranger in your house. So of course I was reacting like, you need to leave. You're not welcome here. Like, I wasn't asking. I wasn't saying it in the name of Jesus. I was basically, like he said, it's like you're calling them on. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, guys, you got to be very careful. If you're going to go ghost hunting, you go with someone that knows what they're doing, and make sure they're praying and protecting themselves, and make sure they're telling you how to do the same. Or else just don't do it, because this isn't worth it. Now, again, there's no way all this happened just from going to one place. And yes, I was opening up apps in my house because we were looking for a legitimate app to go to the Conjuring house with, because I booked these 2 haunted places back to back. Again, I don't know. Maybe I feel like I was pulled to do this because if I had not, I would have not known there was something in my house. I feel like there was already something there. I have in the past done the same thing with these apps, opened them up just to check them out, to see what they would do, to see if they're real, to see if they're fake. And not saying anything I thought was harmless, but it's actually leaving the door open. So how many times did I do that before? We even, like years ago. You get what I'm saying? So we don't know, guys. There are many different reasons why this could be. They could have been sent there by a person, people. You understand, like I told you, the CIA used to have psychics read people's minds. You don't think they have the ability to, people astral project and attack other people that are into the occult, Satanism, witchcraft. That's huge right now. That's on the rise right now. But nobody bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye when 10,000 cows just suddenly drop dead. Nobody bats an eye when thousands of sheep drown in some sea. I forgot what it was. I haven't even read the whole article. But somebody was using it, trying to, tell people, like, wake up, guys. This has got to do with us, the sheep of the world, the sheep that are being led to the slaughter because they're not awake. That was what my channel was for. That was my mission. And they don't like people like me. I don't care if I only have 2 subscribers. They don't want any of this information out. The things that have been hidden from us, the things that are hidden from us right now. Many people are getting attacked, guys, attacked in their sleep. Their homes are haunted. They're not all ghost hunting. They're just suddenly realizing their homes are haunted in 2021, 2022. Oh, it's because of the bug, and people have settled down now, and they're paying attention to their surroundings, where before they were just too busy to know their home was haunted. Really? Because most of the hauntings happen at night. Most of the activity, I should say, happens at night, normally. And it's not like Hollywood, guys. You got to get the Hollywood picture out of your head. Hollywood conjures things. They what do you call it? Over-exaggerate. Not that some of these things in these movies, especially these true stories, didn't happen, because I'm sure they did. Because some of these entities are extremely powerful. So far in my house, I haven't had too much happen, but I think they're laying low because they do want to attack my children, and they probably are attacking my children. You understand, this is spiritual warfare. This is attacking you mentally, physically. And you don't have any idea. You think it's just, oh, I'm just depressed. Oh, I just have anxiety. Oh, I'm just addicted. Oh, I just have a problem with this. I can't seem to get out of this. I can't seem to get out of that. Generational curses are real, guys. They're real. That's why people always say, well, why does God allow this to happen? Why does God allow that to happen? It's something in your past. It's something in your past family. You got to try to break those curses by turning to God. That's the only way you can. And when the bug came around, many people out there are turning. They're realizing, they're waking up, and they're seeing their world for what it is. They're seeing this reality for what it is. And it's not what they're telling us. It's not what you've been taught or told. We've been fooled. We've been duped. And we still are. You know what Mr. Bumbles just said? The reason that he's losing his popularity is because Americans are mentally ill. Really? Yeah, we do have a big mental illness issue in this country. Oh, absolutely. Hands down. But it's not. It's because of the things that are being pushed in society. Basically, they're making people mentally ill. They're making this generation, this younger generation, this Generation Z, the last generation, mentally ill. By putting all this stuff in their heads. By not teaching them the right way. By teaching things as fact and not theory. Removing God completely from the picture. When you remove God completely from the picture, what do you think is going to happen? Because when you remove God, there's no consequences, right? So now what? You can do as thou will? Well, what if somebody wants to just murder somebody? Or what if they want to kill a baby that's 9 months old, you know? That's okay right now in 2022. That's okay. You have people killing each other on the streets daily. Mothers killing their children. Children killing their mothers. Children killing children. What are we doing about it? Oh, we're going to put in some more gun laws. What's the gun laws going to do? How about we fix the mental health problem? How about we stop scaring people to death? How about we stop lying to people? That might help. That might help. But that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, because this is a whole agenda. It's a whole agenda playing out right in front of your face. They're putting it in our face. They're showing you. They have to. It's the rules they got to play by. They show you with all your idols you worship. And what did God do? He put those idols on a shelf, didn't he? He put us in a timeout. This was your last chance. This is it. This is the time now. You need to decide. Because if you just look around at the world, you'll see that prophecy is playing out. And Satan wants to take as many souls as he can. That's that. Kind of ironic that these entities in my house are calling out Satan is here. Then my mother finds the card on the chair, the devil himself. Then they say Satan wants those children. Satan is real, guys. God is real. These investigators were not believers until they experienced this themselves and realized the power of Jesus Christ, the power of saying that, power of praying. Is it just a coincidence? It can't be. God is real. Your soul is eternal, guys. That's the scary part. That's what's scary, being awake, knowing that people don't realize this. Because they're teaching you there's no God, that you evolved from a fish or a monkey or whatever. That's not true. This planet is under attack, guys. We are all under attack. And I'm telling you, a lot of the people that are in this community are coming up with health issues or having things happen to them, including myself. I may have made things worse. Yes, I may have been the cause of this. Yes, I will never know the answer to that. I'm not going to be able to go and ask them. I can't give any attention to this situation anymore. I have to totally ignore it. So that door will close and they won't come back. Hopefully. But it's like, even people in my household don't take it as serious as they should. which tells me they're being deceived. I mean, my mother brought me up in the church, for crying out loud. I'm like, you never read a Bible, Ma? Like, you don't see what's going on in the world? Oh, I won't be here when that happens. You're already here. It's already happening. This is the era of transhumanism. This is the era of digital everything. This is the era of one world everything. We're going to come together as one. Why? How many of these leaders have said, oh, well, actually Reagan said it, an outside threat. An outside threat to make us all come together as one. So what are they planning? They're going to go hide in their little bunkers, but they're not going to be safe. So they can go hide all they want. And they are. They are right now. Hiding. Getting ready to hide. Because I'm telling you guys, they know what's coming. Famines are going to cause a lot of problems. Lots of families are going to be starving. People can't afford gas anymore. Truckers are not trucking because they can't afford gas. Our supplies are just sitting. And it's kind of ironic how right after the strike, all of a sudden gas prices just go way up. Right? All of a sudden. It's a punishment. We zig, they zag. They know what to do. They're not going to let this plan fail. Things are happening very quickly, though. And some people are catching on. I'm telling you, guys. The life we once knew is gone. The Constitution, they don't care about that. That means nothing to them. We're not really free. And the more we keep allowing them to take our rights, the more they're going to keep taking them. You give them an inch, they take a mile. And they're never going to give them back. They see how easy it is to scare people into submission. It's scary, guys. It's scary. I just wish, I don't know. I wish people could wake up. More people. I know there are people that are awake, but... Anyway, guys. So, anywho, my house, yeah, it's a mess. I don't know what to do. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something real quick, and then I'm going to end this. Something freaky that's been happening to me. Not freaky, but lets me know that something's protecting me. Some entity or angel or a God. Or I know God's angry with me. I've lost that serenity and peace that I had for so long because of what I'm going through. You know, it's not easy. It's not fun having entities in your home, having children there, and not knowing what's going to happen. These things will wait and wait and wait and wait and attack. And I've been attacked many times in my lifetime. Many, many times. But anyway, when I was all stressed out, I think I started talking about this and I got off track. When I was all stressed out, first found out my house had entities. My friend, I was visiting a friend, and her friend came by. And it just so happened she was a psychic. So my friend's like, hey, talk to her, you know, she can help you out maybe. So she said, can I touch you? I said, yes. And she started telling me all kinds of stuff that was on point. To the point where I was in tears. I was like, wow, holy cow. Anyway, she told me, she's like, you're going to find a feather. And that's a good thing. She's like, you're going to find it somewhere on your property. So for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm looking for a feather. I'm not really thinking too much about it, but keeping my eyes open. And then sure enough, one pops up in my driveway. It was a little beat up looking, but I'll take it. So I took it, I put it in a bottle. About a week later, I'm walking with my son down the street, and I'm praying in my head, and I'm like, God, if you can hear me, if you're still there, if I'm going to be okay, if I'm going to get through this, please give me a sign. And I joked and said another feather would be nice. And then what do you know? I'm walking back to my house, and about 3 properties up from my home, it's just empty property, there's a beautiful, perfect black feather. So I picked it up, stuck it in the bottle. There's number 2. Now, this is about a month later. because I know time is just zipping by, and like last month feels like last week. But anyway, about a month later now, the other day I'm leaving work, and right behind my car there was the most beautiful feather I've ever seen. I don't usually see feathers around my house. It's just not common, like once in a while maybe. But finding these, and then finding this beautiful, it was like, it has to be from an eagle. It has almost like leopard colors. It's like black and brown. It's gorgeous. When I start doing my videos from my room, I'll show you guys the feathers. But anyway, yeah, it keeps me feeling less anxiety. It keeps me having more faith that things are going to be okay, that something is in my home protecting us. It's not all bad. So that's a good thing. But I just thought that was crazy, guys. I didn't expect to find the feather, and then I found 3. I actually found another one the other day, a little tiny one. It was all black and it had a little bit of blue on it, but I put it in my pocket and I lost it. But I'm finding feathers everywhere. Then she was like, you're going to be finding dimes. I was finding dimes all over the place. So I don't know what that means, but I know I looked up the feathers, and it does mean, depending on the color of the feathers, different things. And the black feather does have meaning of you are being watched over and protected. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. If you want to go and check out the investigation, part 1, again, is Relatively Paranormal on YouTube. Please go and, again, just give them some support. They deserve it. Again, they sacrifice their time to come and help me, and they're still, open to help me more if needed. But it's been a big help, because without them, I wouldn't know what to do. So, I could have researched it, but still, at least having that validation too, that you're not crazy. Even though I had everything on camera, I have like 6 videos of proof, of evidence, EVPs and a whole manifestation, but the manifestation disappeared. But I do have the pictures of it, because I was able to take pictures before it disappeared out of my laptop. I went to go find my videos yesterday on my laptop, and they're all not available. So I don't know what's going on, but something freaky is going on with my laptop. And that was a half an hour video on my laptop where I recorded in my room for a half an hour and caught 2 EVPs and then that manifestation. So anyway, guys, please believe me, this stuff is real. God is real. Demons are real. The devil is real. He is here. He is running things. If you can't see that, you got to open your eyes a little more. You got to stop, take a minute, look around, get off from mainstream media, look at other states, personal, private news, and you will see the carnage taking place. And it's only going to get worse when people are starving, guys. It's only going to get worse. We need to come together in communities and figure out how to feed these people, how to feed these children that are not going to be in school, and they're ending the free food programs because, we can't afford it. We can afford to send millions of dollars to other countries. I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. We can afford to let people into the country, flood them in, and we can afford to take care of them, but we can't afford to take care of other people that are already here, that are already suffering. This is what we're working with, guys. So we got to do it. We've got to do it as communities. We've got to come together the way we're supposed to live, because I'm telling you, the middle class is going too. There's going to be filthy rich and then us. That's it. There's not going to be no more classes. Filthy rich, and they're going to take care of you. This is why they killed the workforce, guys. 50%, almost everybody's at 50% for employees. That is insane. Things are getting cut back. You're probably only going to be able to buy certain things. You're probably only going to be able to drive on certain days. They're going to start giving out these gas vouchers. Guys, telling you, it's going to get bad. So please get right with God, because He's the only way through this. He's the only way that you're going to survive. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. I hope everybody's happy, healthy, blessed. If you are experiencing anything paranormal, if you know anybody that's going through it, leave it in the comments. And again, please, once again, Relatively Paranormal, please go check out their channel and give them some love. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed.